Hello and welcome to livealittlehigher.com. We continue learning Hodot HaLevavot, Duties of the Heart, written by Rabbi Bahia Ibn Pakuda, and we're in chapter 5, the gate of wholehearted devotion of all acts to Hashem. And the previous weeks we were discussing how Rabbi Pakuda is explaining to us how the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, tries to get to us. And how doubts about certain things start coming into our intellect and try to grab us and take us away from God. So today he says that there's doubts about reward and punishment in this world. When people start wondering, okay, is it so important to be a good person? I don't see reward in this world. I don't see that all good people have it good here. Many people suffer a lot. Or I see people that are very wicked people and they have such good lives, like they have everything they want. And that's the $1 million question. Like, why do or I should say today the $1 billion question, why the good suffer and the wicked prosper? That's a question. That's a question in which Jewish sages have discussed and studied for years and years and years. And there's some answers to it. One is given by the Ramhal, the Rabbi Moshe Haim Lusato in Derech Hashem, where he explains at length that, that the good people in this world suffer because the reward for these people is not in this world, it's in the world to come. The goodness that you give in this world really is allotted to you in the world to come, which is when Mashiach comes. It's waiting for you. This is a world where we build. It's like you're building your building here. But the building is not going to be materialized until Mashiach comes. So the people that suffer, the good people that suffer in reality are suffering because as good as they are, sometimes they do something in this world that was not perfect. You know, there's things you do, boo-boos in life. And so they have to suffer in a certain way to be able to cleanse themselves from this suffering in the world to come. So when they come to the world to come, they're clean and done, and the only thing that is waiting for them is this reward. And then the wicked people that have it good in this life, that prosper, and they have wonderful lives, they have it like that because these people, at a certain moment in their lives, they have done good things too. As bad as a person can be, he took care of his mother, he gave charity to wherever, he did something good in this life. So Hashem has a notebook, he writes everything down, the good and the bad that we do, and all the good things that we do in our life have a reward. So since the evil people don't have a reward in the world to come, they don't have a place in the world to come, they're not going to exist in the world to come, Hashem has to reward them in this world. And that's why the Ramhal explains that you see that the righteous suffer and the wicked prosper. So when the intellect reveals to you the ways of justice in both these cases, when you learn and you appreciate and you learn, these doubts will disappear from you. Then he starts talking about doubts about reward and punishment in the world to come. And when the evil inclination gives up hope of overcoming us in this fashion, it will try to make us doubt reward and punishment in the world to come. It's going to come to you and it's going to confuse you and it's going to tell you, no, there's no world to come. What are you talking about? This is it. It's here or never. We come here to enjoy life, to have pleasure, to take everything from this world and just use it for our benefit, for our own personal pleasure. Forget about reward in the world to come, or punishment. That world doesn't exist. What are you talking about? So here we see that this matter is little explained in the Humash, in the Torah. However, when we consider what is written on this matter in the books of the prophets and our sages, and we see many quotes. For example, Kohelet says, and the spirit will return to God who gave it. Or Seharaya will say, I will let you walk among those who stand here. Or in Tehillim you would read, how great is your good that you have hidden away from those who fear you. Or you see in Yeshayahu, no eye has seen, or O God, besides you, what God has prepared for those that wait for him. So when you learn the teachings of the prophets and the sages, you will come to realize that there is a world to come. There is a world to come where there's reward and where there's punishment. Because whatever you do in this world is your building blocks for the world to come. So you're going to come to the world to come to the level that you work down here. So if you lived a life in which you were learning Torah, you were doing mitzvahs, you were busy revealing the presence of God in this world, when you come to the world to come, you're going to have a lot of reward. But if in this world you were dedicated to your own pleasure, satisfying your own desires, then when you come to the world to come, your reward is going to be very tiny. Whatever good you did is going to be given to you. But you're not going to be in a high level. You're going to be in the basement of the building. And then the punishment for whatever wrong we did is also going to be given to us. We have to clean before we're able to receive that reward. So I leave you here. I wish you a blessed week, a beautiful month of Tammuz. And remember, live a little higher. Thank you.